we take what we want. And after we take Lex Luger and the Giant, we want the gold, sucker. Hulk Hogan, we are coming for you. Um, that's a official statement from the Cobra Twist podcast. There, welcome back.
What?
Nah, it's. Well, you see, I cut one word from that promo there. For
Reasons.
yeah.
I wonder why.
um, I think I want to do reasons. Okay, well, Lana by explosions.
Daniel, King of Kings, 1981.
I'm afraid it's just us. I
Again,
know I don't want it to be this way either, but you know,
nah. Could be worse. We could have just not recorded. But we have a duty to
we
all
yeah
three
we
viewers
endure
to
yeah
provide you with the news and the
provide you
recaps
with
and
content,
the stuff and the things.
stuff and things. Well, much apologies for the lateness on all of the you know recent ones. But let's do the news. Okay.
Mm.
L News.
Mm.
Apparently, according to Cage Side Seats, WWE is interested in moving Odyssey Jones to the main roster. So,
Uh-oh.
yeah, can't wait for that one to crash and burn.
Burn it down. Da, da,
Ha!
da, da, da,
Ha!
da, da,
We'll
da, da.
get to that. Um,
Oh.
Matt Hardy has said that apparently Vince McMahon wanted him to transition into like a producer role.
Transition.
No, not that.
Oh.
He was on AEW Unrestricted.
Oh, okay.
And I'll quote him here. The last 8 or 9 months I was there, they were working on re-signing me, especially when AEW was there. It was almost like they didn't want anyone to go to AEW. That was kind of the feel of the mindset there. So they offered some some good deals with money. Uh,
Kind of what they're doing with one of NXT's top names, I assume.
yeah. Um, he also said that Vince McMahon has this thing with like older wrestlers where he just kind of feels that they're done. But he said that Tony Khan does a great job of putting older guys into roles where they can do well, like
Mhm.
Matt Hardy has with the Hardy Family Office. People might not like it, but you know.
Yeah.
And he said that one of the things when he was talking with like the Bucks and Tony Khan was talking about like working a limited schedule,
hmm
representing some guys. So interesting stuff to note, really, that Vince McMahon doesn't like old people.
Being one himself.
Yeah, Maven. Uh, hey, you know Maven? Well,
No,
apparently you don't know Maven.
I don't know. Like I've heard the name, I just like don't.
Right, okay.
I can't
Well,
put a face to it.
he was holding talks with Triple H and Matt Bloom about returning to the L Federation, but then COVID happened.
Ah,
So
phooey.
he's yeah,
A dirty dog.
that dirty dog.
Dirty dog.
He met with Triple H and Matt Bloom in Orlando.
Triple H.
Triple H. He was maybe going to be doing some like announcing stuff, but
Oh, okay.
Maven says that he would like to be back wrestling at some point, so that's cool.
Yeah.
Um, the Undertaker. Now, he said a nice thing about Omos.
What?
The Undertaker said on the Bump that he believes that Omos is like Andre the Giant, and he was saying that he should protect his size. He also said that he's had talks with Omos and that he is just one phone call away if he needs anything.
Oh, well, that's nice.
So yeah, that's nice. I like Omos, and I like the Undertaker as hard as he makes it. So yeah, that's a nice little thing.
Yeah.
Um,
We barely
you
get
know, just
nice news bits anymore.
yeah, that's a nice little thing to
Oh,
split up the
speaking of
horrid news. Uh-oh.
a couple nice news bits here.
Okay.
Over the past week, Kofi Kingston and Mustafa Ali's wives have both welcomed children
Oh yeah,
to
that's
their
nice. I
families.
saw
Yeah.
that. Yeah, that's nice.
I believe Kofi Kingston's daughter's name is Lotus, and Mustafa Ali's daughter's name is Dua. So that's nice.
Yeah, nice names.
Yeah.
Not to take us back down to earth with some less than happy news. Well, depends on your outlook, I suppose. Johnny Gargano.
Ah, phooey.
Yeah. His contract was set to end on December 3rd, on the day of recording. That's 6 days away.
Yeah.
Um, but he's signed an extension till December 10th, which will carry him through War Games. He's teaming with Tommaso Ciampa, LA Knight, and Pete Dunne, and they're facing Braun Breaker, Carmelo Hayes, Grayson Waller, and Tony D'Angelo. Um, so yeah, Gargano's kind of been like the backbone of NXT for a very long time. If he leaves, um, it's
Like,
gonna be
I
something.
know they're trying to push in the new era of NXT with the new people, but I don't think they wanted it to go this way.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose one of the ways to push a new era of NXT talent is to kill the old one.
Only Vince.
Only Vince. So they have War Games, and then his contract expires like 3 days later. And
That's spooked me.
apologies. So you know, contract runs out on the 10th. I mean, if he wanted to, he could be in AEW on the 15th.
Yeah, because he won't have a non-compete.
He won't, no, because his contract's running out as opposed to him being released.
Mhm.
So, well, be nice to see him somewhere else. But I mean, NXT has always been the Gargano show. It's kind of weird to think of not having him, but
Yeah, that's how it was with, like, that's how I perceived it with Adam Cole,
Adam Cole, baby.
baby. It's still
But
like super weird thinking of all the people in AEW now and
who
like just,
were in NXT? Yeah,
or just like in the Fed in general. Like I'm still like processing a little bit like Brian Danielson's in AEW.
yeah.
And oh, it's freaky.
Especially
Honestly,
when you
CM Punk is a
consider
part
how
of that group
long,
too. Yeah.
how you consider how long Daniel Bryan was in the Federation,
And all
and
the
now we
stuff he
have,
did there. I'm still not
yeah,
over him saying last week the WrestleMania word.
yeah.
Oh my God, that was crazy.
Um,
That doesn't sound good.
Dewdrop, Piper Niven, right?
Okay.
Um, Dave Meltzer has
Oh no.
reported that apparently Dewdrop is filling the role that was originally intended before for Nia Jax.
What?
Um, Apparently she's going to be Nia Jax now.
What?
um,
My
I
disappointment
mean,
is immeasurable and my day is ruined.
it's yet to be seen if they stick with that or if they don't stick with that. But according to Bleacher Report here, they're saying that on Wrestling Observer newsletter, Wrestling Observer Radio, my bad. Um,
Mm.
you know, she's filling the role that was originally intended for Nia Jax. Because she jumped Bianca Belair. Um,
Oh.
Doudrop is a better wrestler than the Irresistible Force, and should have the opportunity to break out as a fresh face in the women's division. Agreed with Bleacher Report there.
Mm.
Nah. Jackson Riker,
I don't like where this is going.
that scamp. Um, well, uh, he got released, didn't he?
Oh, yeah.
Um, and this is a quote here from Sean Ross Sapp. Riker had incredible amounts of heat. Um, of course, he was released on November 18th. In the in the in the release wave, but apparently there
Which
was
one?
an incredible amount of heat on him during his time at the Fed. Obviously, he was with the Forgotten Sons. Um, but
Borderline Nazi.
yeah, the entire stable was taken off TV when Riker was tweeting in support of President Donald J. Trump during the whole Black Lives Matter, George Floyd movement thing and all the protests. Um, People were upset, rightfully so. And then he was taken off TV.
Who were the
And
other people in the Forgotten Sons?
uh, Wesley Blake and Steve Cutler.
Who and what?
Wesley Blake and Steve Cutler. That's the answer.
Huh?
Huh? Um, Apparently, people backstage had problems with the fact that Blake and Cutler were taken off TV for something Riker had done,
Mm.
and then Riker was the one that returned to shows before either of his teammates. Um, so people were upset about that, and apparently it became apparent when fans came back that Riker wasn't getting over. So
Oh, I just remembered a bit of news. I feel like this is an important news bit for me,
okay,
so I want to say it. Sorry, I yawned, but Kenny Omega.
ay
Okay,
ay ay.
shut up. Kenny Omega has shaved his beard.
Ah, why? God, why?
I am a little sad to see it go. Scratch that. I'm very sad to see it go. However, I'm not gonna complain too much because it's me, right? Come on. It's me. Can I get
Um,
a.
Amen.
Oh, I was expecting a bunk, not an amen, but okay.
No. Wrestle Kingdom.
Oh, yeah.
Um, on the third night, the Lord said, "Let there be New Japan versus Noah."
That was good.
Wrestle Kingdom 16 will consist of 3 events: January 4th and 5th at Tokyo Dome. Every match will be 9 stars, and the third event on January 8th at the Yokohama Arena. He the fucking the president of New Japan and Pro Wrestling Noah's parent company. He described it as not a regular New Japan event, and it's going to be a dream event, the first of many
Oh,
dream
yeah.
events that he promised at the 50th anniversary press conference. Now, a portion of the proceeds will be donated to the Japanese Red Cross,
Oh.
and then it's available on pay per view, and it'll be live in English. Um, so I mean, this uh article is like a week old, so you know this is from Fightful, so it's true, but I don't know if any matches have been announced yet. Um, but I mean, this said it hadn't, but this came out 7 days ago, so
Yeah.
maybe there's matches, maybe there isn't. I don't see it in this article, and that's that. Candice LeRae. Uh, it was noted earlier in the year that her contract was expiring next year, and that her deal hadn't been frozen. because she was an on-screen character. Um, so she's since like left TV, because obviously she is pregnant. Um, Apparently, according to Dave Meltzer in the Wrestling Observer newsletter, the former NXT Women's Tag Team Champion, her contract will expire in May next year. Uh, but WWE is going to add the time that she's away from TV onto the end of her contract, so she'll probably be with the company like well into late 2022.
Probably. I just got a text from Metallica.
Uh oh.
It's literally the first sentence is, "What are you doing tonight?" And I'm sure what, but
Well,
it's the Triller thing tonight.
wouldn't you like to know?
No,
Oh yeah, it's the Triller thing. That's Shall we talk about the Triller thing? Is that
uh,
tonight?
I guess.
Oh,
I thought it was
right.
next month.
Yeah, I didn't expect it to be this soon.
So what? Like
What is it? It's like what are they
it's
calling it?
this
Like hybrid combat or something.
some dumb fucking name, and
And
the
it's
rules
like
are weird. It's like a triangle ring or some like
yeah, the
dumbass
ring's gonna
shape.
be a triangle, and it's gonna be like a hybrid of boxing and MMA, and Shannon Briggs is involved somehow.
And
Um,
Metallica is
and
playing
Metallica
after
is
her.
playing after it. So that means I'll have to buy the pay-per-view, doesn't it? It's like £6 here. I don't mind paying
Yeah,
that much, but
it won't be. It's Triller. So
yeah, maybe I'll just get like 1 month of Triller Fight Pass, which is like £3, and I get the event. Yeah,
two
that
bananas
might
for a
be
pound,
smarter.
3 bananas for a euro. That's what I say.
I don't know if that's a saying, Lana.
It is. I think Chris will get it if he watches this back. So,
That's fucking dumb.
hey, fuck you.
Bad Bunny.
Boing, boing.
Oh,
That was
because
bad.
he's a bunny. Yeah. Apparently thought the WWE fans were gonna hate him. Uh, uh,
Only the racist ones.
uh he spoke to Vulture. And he said, "They are not Bad Bunny fans. They do not listen to reggaeton. They listen to metal. I know they hate me, and I think it's funny. I love it. I was so ready for the hate." It's a
Yeah,
quote
because
there from
he was on Jimmy Fallon
Mr.
the other
Bunny.
night. Yeah, he was
Yeah.
on Jimmy Fallon the other night, and he was like, Jimmy Fallon played back a couple clips from Mania, and like the smile on his face was so big, like he was just so happy
Yeah.
watching it back, and he should be like extremely, extremely proud. That is absolutely
Oh,
the
he did
best
so
celebrity.
well.
That was the best celebrity performance that we've ever seen at a
Yeah.
WrestleMania.
I'm trying to think of other celebrities who've wrestled at WrestleMania.
And hit a
Um,
Canadian destroyer and didn't
None of
fucking
them hit a
botch it.
destroyer. Yeah. Uh,
I'll never forget how hard I popped when he hit
oh,
that. I was,
I
oh
popped
my
like
God.
so crazy for that. Um, I'm trying to think who else did WrestleMania.
Floyd Mayweather, didn't he? Gets
Floyd
Big Show?
Mayweather did, but yeah, did he hit a destroyer?
No.
No. Yeah, Bad Bunny did great, man. Apparently, Damian Priest also thinks that he'll return to the Fed if the time is right. So, oh, I'd love that. That'd be cool.
I'd love it.
Um, that was great. Fucking Canadian destroyer. Uh, Banging it, banging it, banging it, banging it. Scotty too hotty.
Oh,
Uh, he's been an NXT trainer for some time, but apparently he asked for his release. Um,
yeah, he put it on his
uh,
social media.
you know, I don't know what I was gonna say there. Yeah, I mean, good enough for him. He raised some good points in his statement he put on his social media. Um, yeah, it's weird, man. The company's going downhill.
A little bit.
But here we go. Serious story to end on here. So,
Uh-oh.
Monday Night Raw, right? Barclays
Uh-oh.
Center,
Oh my
Brooklyn, New
God.
York. Seth Rollins, right? He had a match with Finn Balor.
But it didn't start because he attacked him, right? Was that what it was,
Yeah,
or did he attack? Okay.
and Rollins, he laid a beat down on Finn Balor. And as Rollins was walking backstage, uh, a 24-year-old WWE fan who will not be named, decided that he was going to lend a hand to Finn Balor, by by jumping the barrier, and attacking Seth Rollins. Um, to quote the fan, my plan was to help Finn Balor. I'm a fan. I like his aura, his attitude. I like everything about his charisma. I like everything about him. Oh, don't you? I jumped from where I was sitting at. I ran and speared Seth Rollins. I busted his lip open and he caught me in a headlock. I broke the headlock and was trying to get to him. Then the referees and security guards broke us apart. Um,
Couple add-ons to that. So it was funny that you can see in the videos like
yeah.
like people in the Barclays Center were like chanting fuck him up." But the Federation is now issuing copyright strike takedowns on
Mm,
social media of any video footage of the event.
I saw that.
Just
Yeah.
it's probably just because it's like an ongoing investigation.
Mm.
And the more so the other motive, I
Yeah,
don't
I was
know.
just about to say this, right?
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
Right. So the fan had believed that he had been talking with Seth Rollins on social media for the past few years. Um, he was asking me to send him gift cards in exchange for money, mostly $500 or more, to see if I was loyal. He asked me to be a wrestling blogger for him. I wanted to work my way up. He also said that he bought the person he believed to be Rollins $3,000 in gift cards, only to be sent back a check that bounced. Ugh.
So he got catfished and scammed out
Yeah,
of
and
thousands of
he was
dollars.
annoyed.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, he says he apologized to WWE for his actions. He had a legitimate beef, but as a grown man, I could have settled it a different way. No, you're a child. If I saw him today, I wouldn't attack him. I've moved on.
He has been charged by the NYPD with attempted assault, and
And
I don't know
violation
what
of
the name of
arts
this.
and cultural
Yes,
affairs by disrupting a live sporting event.
that one.
To, to quote Bleacher Report.
I don't know
Um,
why. I
and
mean,
also the
would it?
law.
Yeah. Would it
Yeah,
still be attempted assault if he busted his lip open?
Rollins' lip was already busted open.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't
right.
think most people noticed that. I'm sure he was already bleeding before before he went up the ramp. That wasn't him. I'm pretty sure that wasn't him. Um,
But yeah, that happened on live television.
yeah, they did. I mean, like the commentary reacted to it for like a second, and then
They're
it
like,
went
"Oh,"
eerily
and then they
silent.
went,
And then, yeah,
yes, went
yeah,
silent for a good 3 seconds, and then the
and then they
screen
cut
very
to a
quickly changed.
replay of like
Yeah.
the Rollins thing. Uh, yeah, him attacking Balor. That was wow. Um,
And
so
this hasn't been the
ladies,
first
ladies
time.
and germs, if you're watching this podcast and you're visiting a wrestling show at any point in the near future, don't be that guy. Don't
I know
don't do that.
somebody who's going to a wrestling show in the near future, and it's not me.
Yeah, don't.
Shut up.
Yeah, his message for Chop Block Show. Don't jump the barrier. Um,
Chop block hits a chop block.
yeah. No,
Daniel
matter
Garcia.
no matter how many times Ever Rise looks at you, you cannot jump the barrier and hit them with a double chop block. It can't happen. Right?
I'd love to see it though. I'd
Yeah,
love to see it.
yeah. We shouldn't joke about that. Don't do that.
Mm,
Don't anyone do that. Don't be dumb.
don't be dumb.
I saw on TikTok a guy who was at one of the house shows in the UK.
Mm.
And he was drunk. He wasn't even a wrestling fan. He was just like there with his friend because
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
he was like, oh, why not? And he jumped the barrier and got like speared by security. That was cool. That was funny. I
That's what you
love to
get
see
for
that.
being stupid.
Yeah. But I think that's all the news I have. Do you have anything different to add?
Uh, Edge is coming to Raw next week, I think,
Yeah, Edge is gonna be on
isn't
Raw
he?
next week.
And Brock Lesnar's going to
Brock
SmackDown.
Lesnar's suspension has been lifted, so he'll be back soon. That's
Eh.
I can't wait for that. Yeah, it's kayfabe suspension, of course.
Mm.
Hmm.
Shall we
Ethan,
get
apologies.
into the recap?
The recap?
The recap?
Da Vinci. Ahem. Sunday was Survivor Series. It was the 21st there. Um, so on the card we had Big E versus Roman Reigns, Becky Lynch versus Charlotte Flair, Team Raw versus Team SmackDown, which was Seth Rollins, Finn Balor, Austin Theory, and Kevin Owens, and Bobby Lashley versus Drew McIntyre, Jeff Hardy, Happy Corbin, Sheamus, and King Woods. Pardon me. And then there was Team Raw versus Team SmackDown, the women's one, which was Bianca Belair, Rhea Ripley, Queen Zelina, Carmella, and Liv Morgan versus Sasha Banks, Shotzi Blackheart, Shayna Baszler, Natalia, and Toni Storm. Once again, pardon me. I was eating very fast there. Shinsuke Nakamura versus Damian Priest, RK Bro versus the Usos, and then there was a battle royal to commemorate Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Now, Dwayne, right? I I understand times are hard, but they did a battle royal for you. The least you can do is send them like a video message. You know, appear via satellite. I don't care. Nakamura defeated Damian Priest via disqualification. DQ finish on a pay per view there.
It was on the kickoff show.
Yeah, but it's still pay per view. So there's the Rick Boogs thing. Now I noticed right when Boogs was coming out, I was like, that's a cheap guitar. like when he was coming out, I was like, that's a new guitar. I've never seen him with a a cheap Jackson V before, and that's why, because it got smashed up. The Damian Priest snapped the guitar, which was not very nice of him.
Very not nice.
And then there was the Raw Women's Champion Becky Lynch versus the SmackDown Women's Champion Charlotte Flair. Now, can we keep our comments on the attires PG?
No. No.
Okay. Well, I
Becky.
tried.
Becky. Let me smash. No, she looked amazing. Like, I was at work, unfortunately, and I could not contain myself. Like, we had just shut the gate for my store, and obviously chat was blowing up, so I was like, oh god, what the fuck's going on? And they were like, oh my gosh, you have to see what Becky's wearing. And then Chris sent me a couple photos, and I just kind of like, my knees buckled a little bit. She was wearing this
Too much information, man.
shut up. She looked great. She looked like, so if you've seen Scooby-Doo 2, she looked like sexy Velma. And I myself am a sexy Velma enthusiast. So it made me go a little batshit feral crazy insane nutso.
I'm not gonna
So
pass comment. It was
his comments would be similar to mine anyways. So
yeah, but it's weird if I say it. Yeah, it was an interesting match. The finish was certainly something.
shenanigans.
Yeah, there was shenanigans. Becky Lynch won, of course, by yeah, doing a roll up. But she used the ropes.
was a good match, but it was like,
but it was
yeah,
then we
that
had the men's 5-on-5 Survivor Series match. First, Kevin Owens was eliminated.
he just kind of like walked backstage.
Yeah, yeah, this was the thing. Kevin Owens just he just left the ring and walked away. Um, and then Baron Corbin was eliminated by Finn Balor. And then King Woods was eliminated. And then both Lashley and McIntyre got counted out. Balor got eliminated, and then Sheamus was eliminated, and then Austin Theory was eliminated, and then it was Hardy and Rollins. And Seth Rollins pinned Jeff Hardy. So that was cool. It was a pretty fun match. And
Yeah.
then Dwayne The Rock Johnson, 25 years of The Rock.
Ah.
Um, and then they had a battle royal for him. Participants included Angelo Dawkins, Montez Ford, Dolph Ziggler, Robert Roode, Angel, which is apparently just his name now, Humberto, T-Bar, R-Truth, Drew Gulak, Commander Sargondiz, Apollo Crews, Cedric Alexander, Shelton Benjamin, Otis, Chad Gable, Jinder Mahal, Shanky, Eric, Ivar, Mansoor, Cesaro, AJ Styles, Omos, Ricochet, and Sami Zayn. That match was basically a Pizza Hut advert. And then
For the
Omos won.
Americans, that means advertisement.
Yeah, commercial. And then Omos won that one. Good for him. I like
Woohoo!
Omos.
Almost,
Um,
almost sapiens. Is that what they call themselves? The almost fans.
Homo sapien. That's weird. The French. Yeah, Homo sapien.
Why do you hate the French?
So many reasons. They smell. Uh, they don't. Well, not all of them anyway. Just most of them. The Raw Tag Team Champions versus the SmackDown Tag Team Champions. It was RK Bro versus the Usos. And that match ended cool. There was Jimmy Uso went up on the top rope and he went to do like a splash, and Randy Orton caught him with an RKO and pinned him.
It was great.
That was cool.
I hate RK Bros theme. I just wish that they came out to their separate entrances because
Yeah, or just come
I
out to like Randy Orton's theme.
yeah,
it's
love that
it's kind
song.
of dreadful.
Love that song.
Women's 5-on-5 match. So Carmella was eliminated first, and then what the fuck am I reading here? Zelina was eliminated, and then Tony Storm, and Liv Morgan, then Rhea Ripley, then Sasha Banks. And Natalia was then eliminated, then Shayna Baszler, and then Bianca Belair pinned Shotzi Blackheart for the win for Raw. And then
That's
the main
really cool.
event,
Bianca main evented WrestleMania, became SmackDown Women's Champion, and is the sole survivor in 1 year.
yeah, that was cool. Yeah, they really like strapping the rocket to her. Good for Bianca. I like her. And then the main event,
Of
Big
the
E
evening.
Langston. The main event of the evening.
That was good.
One round sanctioned by nobody. And it was Big E versus Roman Reigns. And yeah, it was a fun match.
It was
And
very good.
you'd think, right? Everyone kind of expected this, that Dwayne the Rock Johnson was going to show up, and he's meant to be feuding with Roman Reigns. So you would expect that he'd show up on the match, the night commemorating his 25th anniversary. He would show up.
Right?
Uh,
Right?
and right,
That
yeah,
happened,
that would
right?
only make sense, right? I mean, he made a video for the TNA fucking Hall of Fame. You'd think he'd show up to this, right? Right, right.
Right.
He didn't. Yeah, Roman Reigns defeated Big E in the main event, and we cut to black. That was it. That was that was the show.
The Chop Tano gave it a 6 out of 10, I believe.
Now I would be remiss if I was to ignore the egg. Um,
Don't even mention the egg.
now what was the film called?
Red
Like
Notice.
Red Heat or something? Oh, Red Notice, right? Okay. Anyway, in the film, there's an egg, right? It's a big gold egg. Apparently, it
Cleopatra's egg.
belongs to Cleopatra. She's long dead though, so who knows? And Vince McMahon shows up about halfway through the show. He gets out of a limousine, and he's holding a big gold egg. Apparently, it's the real deal. It's no imitation. It's not the prop from the movie. It's Cleopatra's actual egg. Did Cleopatra have an egg? I don't think so. Apparently, it's worth $100 million. Right? Yeah. I'm no expert on precious items, but I don't know if you should just be carrying that about. Anyway, he goes to his office, and it gets put on the desk, and then he's talking. Is a backstage bit later on where he's talking to Sonya Deville and Scrap Daddy Adam Pierce, and and the egg's gone. It's
Yes.
disappeared. Shock and awe. So the egg's gone. And then it becomes a bit for the rest of the show. Who has the egg? Um, and then Vince says that if whoever doesn't find the egg, both Raw and SmackDown will be at um, Raw the next night, and it's absolutely nothing to do with the fact that both rosters were already there in the same arena. Nothing to do with that. They have to be there for the egg. And if they don't find the egg, Adam Pearce and Sonya Deville will be future endeavored. So, uh, so they don't find the egg at Survivor Series. And the next night on Raw, Vince said that Dwayne would be very upset that his egg went missing. So, and then the next night on Raw, there's a
I
search for the egg, and then at the end of the show, it's revealed that the person who had taken the egg was fucking. It hurts me to say this. It was Austin Theory. Apparently, he was taking a selfie with it.
This is a good time to transition into the Chuck Block Show sanctioned Raw review.
Yeah.
There was a few weeks when Raw was decent, remember? Riddle beat no,
I remember.
I remember, yeah.
Yeah.
Riddle beat Nick in the opener. I hate them both. Bexploder cut a promo that happened. Bianca beat
Oh, because that's your
Tamina.
name. Yeah.
Indeed. Bianca beat Tamina in the same match from last week with the added twist of Nia Jax, Doudrop, and Natalia, and I can feel my brain dying. Seth cut a promo, beat up Finn, gave a shout out to a fan. The Prophets
Yeah.
and Styles and Omos took us.
He really put over a young wrestler.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The Prophets and Styles and Omos took us further in the void.
You know
Guys, isn't it?
what, right? I just want to say on the fan thing. Have you seen the clip where it's like someone at the back of the arena and they managed to catch him running over? There's speed on that guy.
I did not see that video. You'll have to send it to me.
He went so fast. You know, and he hit Rollins with such force, I think. I mean, he's never going to work for the WWE now. I think the NFL should be interested in that guy. I mean, the
Oh
fucking
my
speed.
lord.
And then that takedown.
You
I mean,
don't even know
Jesus
what the
Christ.
NFL is. You're British.
I do.
I know. I said it to piss you off.
It worked.
Anyways, guys, isn't it funny when the faces give us disqualifications? Carmella and Zelina Vega won the women's tag titles, which was cool and all, but we know this won't go anywhere ever. Theory had the egg and is getting a title shot. Cool. Cedric beat Reggie for the green belt, and then Dana Brooke won it, so fun times all around. Bobby killed the Mysterio clan. Liv is horrible on the mic backstage with Bex. What is this feud? The priest title challenge thing goes on, and it's fucking
Liv
insufferable.
Morgan cried.
He ends up beating Sammy with his shit rage. And the main event was Austin Theory versus Big E for the title, which was all right and one of the lone highlights of the night. Raw had some promise, but like I said last week, they've blown it all off so quickly that there's just nothing left except for Big E. Rough show. Line, 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 line. Red dot. Raw rating, 3 out of 10. Line, 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 line. Comment from King of Kings 1981. Ah,
Oh,
back to normal.
yeah.
NXT. And
Ah, yeah. Fucker.
shut up. So, gonna start out with the statement that I despise Grayson Waller to a great extent, and he is very quickly becoming the worst part of NXT for me. Can you not do ASMR into the mic? I'm trying to fucking read this.
Go on.
He has an alright match with Ciampa here in the opener, but he looked way. Are you fucking serious?
No, go on.
Okay. But he looked way too strong in it, and his gimmick is the worst. Cameron Grimes cut a promo about his hair. Alexa, Play My Hair by Ariana Grande. And challenged Duke Hudson to a hair versus hair match that I'm actually excited for. Casey and Caden beat Indy and Persia. Persia's very cute, by the way. And it actually made sense. Escobar beat legendary jobber Malik Blade. And we got a big tag team promo battle after it with Imperium and Von Kyle. Cora Jade beat Cora Jade beat Black Queen Mandy Rose after Kaylee and her bat showed up, which is still really weird. Happy for Cora, but why is Ray a face now? Gacy is supposed to fight Eli, but Grayson had death in mind, so that didn't happen. Diamond Mine came out to talk shit to Joe, and I guess the
Good for them.
cruiserweight belt has no limit anymore, which is probably better for the brand, but the belt is pointless now. MSK lay Whedon ass if you didn't know. Ivy Mine beat a jobber. The Hick team beat GYV, and it just made me sad. The Hick team, right? The names are Brooke Jensen and Josh Briggs. BJ squared. That is their name because they're gay. I mean that in a derogatory term. Context. Fuck. I can't talk. And the main event was the North American Triple Threat title match, but who cares? Let's talk about War Games. Sad Regal wasn't around to do the yell both times. These teams have been put together pretty well, and the whole old versus new bit is interesting. And Antonio D'Angelo himself is in the match, and I couldn't be more hyped. Actually excited for the black and gold brand. Line, 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 line. Yellow dot. NXT rating, 7 out of 10. Line, 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 line. Okay, do Dynamite, you fucker.
That was a nice apple.
Is it one of them fucking green ones because you're psychotic?
Yeah. So, light the fuse. Bring the boom. No, I
Adam
missed the
Page
first
butt.
I missed the kind of first like 10 minutes of Dynamite because I was downstairs watching The Sopranos. But apparently MJF is just a less famous Miz.
Oh.
Um,
Oh my God.
uh,
Literally the best fucking segment on
uh,
AEW this year. It was so
yeah.
good.
They were chanting Miz at him. That was pretty cool.
They made a couple really funny WWE references in this promo because it was MJF
Yeah.
and CM Punk.
Let me get to that.
Ah!
MJF said that CM Punk's breath smelled like shit. One. MJF said that hustle, loyalty, respect. Yeah, he said that. He also said that he can see him. You know, like the John Cena's bit is that you can't see him. I have a bone to pick with that. That joke isn't funny anymore. That joke was funny the first maybe like 4 times I saw it. Where it's like, ha ha ha, John Cena, who's there? I just who's holding up that hat, guys? Ha 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 ha. It's not funny.
Not funny.
Nah. See, you ruined it there. It's not funny, right? It was funny
Oh,
maybe the first like 4 times I saw it, but
do you
then,
not know,
but
do
then
you
it's
not know
like,
what I
oh,
was?
because John Cena's bit is like, oh, you can't see me, do 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 do. But now it's like it's become like, oh, but John Cena's invisible. No, he isn't.
Do
It was
you
a
not know what I was
catchphrase.
referencing?
It was a
I was like,
catchphrase. And now it's not. It's been made a meme by Twitter losers. It's not funny. Never was funny. That's a shoot, cowboy.
do you not know what I was referencing though? I was referencing fucking John Mulaney doing an impression of Mick Jagger.
I love Mick
Not
Jagger.
funny.
Um, Stand me up and be done, 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 even the Rolling Stones. You know, like fucking 90. That was a good segment. He said King of Kings. Ha! That's me. And then Punk said, "You talk too much. You never shut up." I said you talk too much, homeboy. You never shut up. And then Punk also said shit, so that's two. Punk said that the only way MJF would be number one is if we all wait around long enough for Tony to have a daughter that he marries.
That was funny. That was one
That
of the
was pretty good.
underrated bits of yeah.
And then Punk said needle dick, and that was it.
Yeah, and then Needle Dick was trending on Twitter and it was
Yeah.
fucking amazing.
And then we had Punk versus QT Marshall. That was something, I guess. I mean, on the lower tier of CM Punk matches that we've had so far. Then the NRA defeated the Bear People, and were attacked by Sting and Darby.
It was funny, right? I hate Darby, but I love it when this dude just fucking yeets himself at someone. I just find it so goddamn funny. Just meow. Just fucking
Yeah, saw a funny tweet on Twitter. It was retweeted by Effie, right?
mm.
And it was like, the Ass Boys and Bear Country. What was this match booked by Effie? That was funny. That was funny, right? Uh,
I love that.
um, and then, Hook. I guess Dante Martin joined Team Taz as well. That was cool. Um,
And Hook
uh,
gave him the chips again, and it was fucking awesome.
yeah, I want one of Hook's chips.
Bunk. To quote myself, we are
Uh-oh.
all we are all hooker Twinkies here. We are all hooker Twinkies.
Are we?
Yes.
What if I
Don't
don't
even
want to be
try and
one of
say that
those?
you're not. Don't
What
no.
if I don't want to be one of those?
You are. Cope.
Oh. Uh, Jamie Hayter versus Thunder Rosa. I didn't even write
Battle of
down
the
a
Bad
winner.
Bitches.
I don't know. I don't know who won that one. I
Thunder
didn't.
Rosa did, you dumbass.
Yeah, that's all I wrote for that match. It was just Jamie Hayter versus
Because
Thunder
it was a
Rosa.
referee distraction and Chop complained about
Ah,
it.
of
Because
course.
Britt went in to kick Thunder Rosa, but then she kicked Jamie Hayter, and then that pissed off Jamie Hayter, and she just kind of stomped out after she lost.
And then we had Brian Danielson versus Colt Cabana. It's yourself. Um, Brian Danielson won that match there.
He kicked out one of Colt
And he
Cabana's
kicked
teeth
out
for the
two of his
lesbians.
teeth.
Oh, it was two.
Yeah,
Uh,
it was it
uh,
was it was
uh.
a it was a very Danhausen moment. He held up the teeth. It was cool. And then Hangman came out. Not like that, unfortunately. And then Hangman did a thing, and that was
They
Dynamite.
beat. No, oh my god. It was. So we were in Discord for Dynamite,
Yeah, and the 4 hours
and
following it.
yeah, and I don't remember who initially pointed it out because it wasn't me. But long
Right.
story short, this led to the Chop Block show referring to Hangman in his review. Can't even say as the hung man. Because, penis. I'm never gonna shut up about that. I find it
That's your fault.
so no, I find that so fucking funny. We all know I love that cowboy with the giant, fat, juicy booty.
I thought you were going to say something else then. I thought you were going to say something else. Jesus H. Christ. Let's do SmackDown, Lana.
I'm a fucking horse. Okay.
Huh?
Um, I'm a fucking horse. It's from BTE.
Oh.
You dumb dumb.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. The Chuck Luck Show. I'm tired of Pat McAfee. Roman cut a promo like usual, and for some reason, Kayla murdered someone. Nero and Drew beat the lads in a tag match. Cesaro beat Ridge with a roll up because fuck the new dude, we have to make him look dumb. Where did Von Wagner go? Angle beat Boogs. This feud has no point to exist. Charlotte bitched out Tony Storm because fuck the new chick. We have to make her look dumb. Team Bad beat the awesome force of Shayna and Natalia. I loved that there was a Team Bad reunion last night, even though I couldn't watch it. This feud has no point to exist. Drew tried to kill several people like Kayla because he wasn't in the stupid battle royal. Why wasn't he even in it? But it didn't even get better from there because Hardy won the match. They rang the bell, but then Sammy threw him out because he was never out, and they can't get over that fucking trope. And then Sammy won the match. Fuck this.
Yeah,
Line, line,
see,
line, line. SmackDown rating 1 out of 10.
yeah, see, that's not how that works. They rang the bell. That was it. Match was over.
And like they've
And
been
and
teasing a
then
Roman
and
and
then
Jeff
the
match for
the
a long
match
time.
the match wasn't over. But I mean, Jeff won. The announcer said, "And your winner, Jeff Hardy." And and then he didn't win. The interesting thing about this is when they did this before, right? And it was like one of the Royal Rumbles, and it was Alberto Del Rio, I think, that did it. I think it was anyway. They didn't they didn't ring the bell.
Hmm.
It was like they have them celebrate and then get eliminated, and then it's like, oh, but he didn't win. He thought he won, but no, he won. It's fucking dumb. I hate this company, man.
Rampage.
It's Rampage, baby. I have like 12 whole lines of notes here, so I say whole lines. Most of them are like
It's
four
a
words.
1 hour show. I'm not expecting you to have like a giant
Yeah,
fucking
it's
book worth it.
Rampage. Oh wait, no, this is NXT from 2 years ago. We
Ah,
have the Undisputed Era versus Orange Cassidy and Wheeler, Utah. Wonder what his middle name is. Fish and Cole won that one. Backstage bit with Sammy Guevara and Tony Nese.
fuck you,
Sammy
Tony.
said shit. LOL. Riho versus Britt Baker in a Black Friday deal match. If Riho wins, she gets a shot at the women's belt, and then she won.
With roll
Nice.
up. But it's Riho. We all love Riho. There's nothing to hate about Riho. If you hate
Yeah.
Riho, I hate you. Yeah.
And then we had the weekly Mark Henry segment with 2.0.
Somebody fucking kill me.
And then there was Daniel Garcia versus Eddie Kingston. Now, how do you think that match went?
Fucked.
It was all right. Yeah. Yeah, of course Eddie Kingston won that one. Of course he fucking did. And that
And
was
Chop said he's
Rampage,
warming up to
baby.
Daniel Garcia. He said he's decent.
I'm not. It's Rampage, baby. So that was
That
that was
was
this week's wrestling.
yeah.
Um, yeah, some of it was good, some of it was less good, some of it
Hey,
was
you know what we haven't done in a few weeks?
shit. What have we done in a few weeks?
The Who said that fucked up thing.
Oh, are we doing that?
Yeah, sure.
Must we? Because most of the time it's me.
No, I'll pick one that's not you.
Oh, yippee! Thank you.
Hmm.
Let's do that then.
Okay, people, time to
I'm gonna harm
play a
myself.
game. Who said that fucked up
Time to play
thing?
the game. Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun. Dun-dun-dun-dun. It's all about the game and how you play it. Control it if you can take it. It's all about if you can take it. No, you can't take it.
You done?
You set me off. It's your fault.
I did not do anything.
You said it's time to play the game. You
I
know
said
what
it's time
that
to play a
means?
game, not the game. You're
Ah, same
deaf.
thing.
You're deaf. Okay.
Yeah, I
And I
wonder
was going
what.
to go into my little Price is Right thing and you fucked that up. But, ladies and germs, as my best friend here would say. Bitch.
The best friend, Christ, per you.
Oh, what? I thought you said screw you. I was like,
No, I
what?
said per you.
Yeah, you're British, so it didn't sound like you said poor, poor,
Poor.
poor, poor. Ugh!
Poor. Because
That's
that
a
sounds
weird
like
word now. That's a weird word.
that
So
sounds like how Ralph Cifaretto would say whore. Yeah, poor.
loyal to my capo
Yeah.
capo.
Must be
Loyal,
loyal to my kappa.
loyal. But up on screen, if Daniel has the motivation to edit this,
Yeah. We'll see.
it's a message from one of the people in the revered new IGWC group chat.
Yeah,
The message reads, and I quote, I love twinks. So, in the comments or on the Cobra's podcast Instagram post about this episode, because you're going to do one of those, right? Right?
Oh Christ!
Right?
Yeah, this has an Instagram. Yeah, maybe I will post about it. Yeah.
Go ahead, take a guess as to who said this not necessarily fucked up thing.
Yeah, nothing
I
wrong
just
with it. I mean,
there's nothing wrong with it. It's funny.
nothing hateful. It's just funny.
Twinks.
Preach. I didn't say that. Shall we do this day?
Can we cut it a little short? But sure, I guess.
Why do we need to cut it short?
I gotta get ready for work in like 12 minutes, so I gotta make it snappy.
Oh, yeah, capitalist pig dog. Sure.
Not my fault.
On this day, I
Money,
see
money,
clearly.
money, money, money.
You are a capitalist pig dog. I knew it.
No, I just like giving all my money to shopaew.com.
Yeah, that's what they all say.
Hmm.
You will be tried for anti-communist behavior. 1991 WWF Survivor Series took place at the Joe Louis Arena in Detroit, Michigan. The event saw the first ever non-elimination Survivor Series match. That match was WWF champion Hulk Hogan. He lost his title to The Undertaker after interference from Ric Flair. This made
Woo.
The Undertaker the youngest WWF champion in history up to that point. So,
Interesting.
2005 was the Survivor Series again at the Joe Louis Arena in Detroit, Michigan. The main event, Randy Orton became the sole survivor for the third consecutive year. In that match, Orton was a part of Team SmackDown alongside Batista, Rey Mysterio, JBL, and Bobby Lashley. They defeated Shawn Michaels, Kane, The Big Show, Carlito, and Chris Masters.
Na 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 na. Randall, 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 na na na.
Randall Keith. Na na na
Na
na
na
na
na
na
na
na
na
na
na
na
na na
na.
na.
2018, Asuka won a battle royal on SmackDown to qualify for the main event TLC match at the upcoming Tables, Ladders, and Chairs pay-per-view alongside Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair, a match that she would go on to win.
Oh yeah, after interference from good old Ronnie, the little weirdo.
Yeah. November 28th. 1985 NWA Starcade. I didn't know they made music. The gathering took place across two venues. Matches alternated between the Omni in Atlanta and the Greensboro Coliseum in Greensboro, North Carolina. The Greensboro main event, the Rock and Roll Express defeated Ivan and Nikita Koloff in a steel cage match to win the NWA World Tag Team Championships. And in the headliner of the Omni, we saw arguably the most prominent Dusty finish in wrestling history when Dusty Rhodes defeated Ric Flair in an NWA World Heavyweight title match after initially looking like he had won the belt before the decision was changed. 2016, an episode of Raw from Charlotte, North Carolina.
I'm gonna fucking cry. Why? What is so special about North Carolina? I'm like, this is a genuine question. Like,
What seriously? Like, what makes them so cool that they get all the cool shit, and like, I don't get to see a fucking AEW show, but
Well,
fucking Battle of the Belts get to go there.
because Justin Roberts doesn't say Denver, Colorado. He doesn't say it like that. You see,
He could.
it's a shit city. In
Fuck
2018,
you, it's
at
nice.
in 2016, an episode of Raw from Charlotte, North Carolina, Sasha Banks captured the Raw Women's Championship from Charlotte Flair in a Falls Count Anywhere match. And then
Oh, is that the one
2000,
that was the main event?
yeah, and then 2018 at the NXT TV tapings in Full Sail University, Johnny Gargano defeated Aleister Black in a steel cage match.
Wow, wow, we were.
Oh, well, we notable birthdays. There's a few here. Rob Conway.
Who?
Rob Conway.
Who?
Rob Conway.
I don't know who that is.
Okay. Ernie Ladd.
Who?
Smith Hart. Davy Boy Smith.
I know that one.
Summer Rae.
I know that one.
And Eric Rowan.
I know that one.
Oh, Christ. I've seen the thumbnail. 29th. That means we're doing it. Aye.
Scared.
This is a British wrestling history one. 1998. I mean, it's a sad one, but one of the most famous heels in British wrestling history, Giant Haystacks. He died after a battle with cancer. He died in his home in Prestwich, aged 52.
His home in where?
Prestwich, it says here on Hercton Sport.
Hmm.
1999. Now, here's the big one. I might actually leave this one. Is there anything interesting after this? 2010, an episode of Raw in Philadelphia, Sheamus defeated John Morris in the final of the King of the Ring tournament. There's a few interesting birthdays. Okay, so on WCW Nitro in 1999, Scott Hall threw the title in the garbage, rendering the title defunct. Until Hacksaw Jim Duggan plucked it out of the trash the year later while portraying the janitor character. And then on the other channel, 1999, episode of Raw, the wedding of Stephanie McMahon and Test was interrupted by Triple H, who played a video revealing that he had secretly married an intoxicated Stephanie at a drive-through Las Vegas wedding chapel in Las Vegas. The whole thing was later revealed to be a plot by the new Mr. and Mrs. Helmsley. Yeah, that was a storyline, wasn't it?
Consent, folks.
Yeah, it's important unless you're Triple H.
Is this your king of? Is this your King of Kings?
Oh, don't do that.
I did.
Oh, yeah, dirty dog. And then notable birthdays: Hayabusa.
Cool.
Mean Gene Okerlund.
Oh, rest in peace.
Yeah. Jerry the King Lawler.
Ugh.
And my king and yours, John Bradshaw Layfield.
Let's go.
Yeah. John. Wow!
Oh, Jesus. I'm gonna fucking blow out my phone speakers, bitch.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, let's go.
Oh, Christ.
What?
Okay, let's go. Okay, let's go. And then, I'll quickly run through the 30th just because it's here. Antonio Inoki defeated Bob Backlund in Tokushima, Japan to win the WWF Championship. That was in 1979. 1997 ECW November to Remember took place at the Golden Dome in Monaca, Pennsylvania. I'm sure we'll say it that way. The main event, Shane Douglas defeated Bam Bam Bigelow to win the ECW World Heavyweight Championship to begin his 405-day reign that will go down as the longest world title reign in ECW history. 1998, the Big Boss Man defeated Mankind to win the Hardcore Championship. This was the first time the belt ever changed hands after the belt was initially awarded to Mankind by Vince McMahon. The Hardcore Championship would change hands 239 times before it was retired in August 2002.
Good lord.
1998. Also, Bret Hart defeated Diamond Dallas Page by knockout to win the WCW United States Championship on Monday Nitro in Chattanooga, Tennessee. On the same night, Conan defeated Chris Jericho for the television title.
The ECW television title?
No, the WCW television
Oh,
title.
god damn it.
2010, Caitlyn was declared the winner of NXT Season 3, the first and only all-female season in the series history.
Women's Revolution, baby.
Yeah, and then there's some notable wrestling birthdays. I'll just pick out 3 here. The 3 that call to me the hardest. Jushin Thunder Liger.
Ooh.
Naomi.
Ooh.
And this one you'll be able to see if you just close your eyes. It's Christian.
Very nice. The 30th is actually the birthday of one of my little sisters, and she shares a birthday with quite a few cool people, as we've seen.
Including Jushin Thunder Liger, Naomi, and Christian.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that was nice. Shall I save December 1st for because I've just seen December 1st.
Is it good?
I mean, it looks to be. Yeah, fuck it, we'll do it. 1998, WWE pushed the envelope in one of the most infamous incidents at the arena at the conclusion of an episode of Monday Night Raw. After Stone Cold Steve Austin and Mankind had defeated The Undertaker and The Rock, The Undertaker raised the Austin up on a giant version of his cross symbol, arms spread eagle, for what it looked, for all intents and purposes, like a crucifixion. WWE, of course, refuted these connotations, but it seemed clear what the symbolism was intended to represent. He crucified Austin.
That's like an iconic moment. Just a little bit, isn't it?
Oh my god. I'm so glad I did this. 2012, Adam Cole defeated Kevin Steen in Reseda, California to win the All Valley Karate Tour. I mean, the Pro Wrestling Guerrilla World Championship.
See, it's funny you say that.
Guerrilla Warfare match. What's up? Why is that funny?
Was that a Karate Kid reference, or am I crazy? Because it's the All Valley. That's what the crane kick. I'm wearing
2019, WWE presented their annual Starcade Network special from Duluth, Georgia. Is that how you say it? It's a fucking dumb name. A low-key event of which there were only 3 matches which were broadcast. It was headlined by Bobby Lashley defeating Kevin Owens by disqualification.
Jesus,
Now, notable wrestling birthdays.
Uh-oh.
Klondike Bill.
Okay.
Dave Sullivan.
Okay.
Trinity.
Okay.
And you're not ready for this one. I'll take a drink for this. Hold on.
Oh, please tell me this is who I think it's going to be.
It's the return. Rick Boo! Oh, Jesus Christ. Why did I do that? Well, Christ. Ladies and gentlemen, I think that's where we're gonna leave it. That was an interesting episode.
It could have been worse. It was actually pretty decent.
No, I have the hiccups and a sore throat. Thank you for watching.
See, it's funny, viewers. He was literally just complaining before we started recording. He's like, "Oh, my voice is sore." And then he just tortures himself.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, thank you for joining us on this journey of whatever the fuck this was. Hopefully next week it'll be a more normal episode with more of us, and then Cobra Twist 40 is coming up soon, huh?
Yeah, I'm very
How about
excited.
that? 40 whole weeks
of fucking
of this.
craziness. You know what? We should do like a WWE top 10. You remember those? Of like the best CTE
The best.
moments?
The best Cobra twist moment. I mean, that would be something.
That could be ranked. We haven't done ranked in a while.
We haven't. Yeah, we'll see. We'll I'll figure something out.
We could go all watch Mojo on these hoes.
That's where we're ending it. Thank you for watching. Leave a like, comment,
Do you hear the
subscribe.
spraying by any chance?
I don't think so.
Okay, cool.
Should I?
I'm just putting hairspray in my hair.
All right. Well, thanks for watching.
We have been One of Explosions and Daniel, King of Kings, 1981.
Yeah.
Stay kind, everyone. Stay black. Black power. We'll catch
Stay
you in the
black.
next one.
Salute the flag.
Yeah. Bada bing.
Grab your nuts.
Fuck your life. Bing bong.
Bing bong.
What do you want to
See
tell
these
Joe
dogs in
Biden?
your yard? Just know upstairs I'm going hard. Bing bong. What would you like to say to Joe Byron?
What's up, baby? Take me out to dinner.
Hey, yo!
What are you thankful for this year? Beans, rice, Jesus Christ, and Byron. Who? Byron. Who? Byron! That's my president, Joe Byron.
We have problems.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Da-da, da, 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 bang, 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 bang.